Hi everybody. April 4th, Monday. I don't know, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, something like that. So I worked on the old Kershaw, got it back together again. Put a nice, fairly nice edge on it. And I got everything back together. I made a spacer for it back here. Put that in. I didn't have the proper screws. This had screws that went from this side through with a little collar here that they screwed into. This one still had the collar, so I was able to use that screw. This is the lanyard hole. And then this screw, the collar was gone on this side, and I don't have stuff like that laying around. So I filled that hole with epoxy, and then I re-drilled it, and then I threaded this screw in from some of my parts knives through there into that one. So it's sturdy enough. I think it'll hold up. So there's that. It functions well. The washers, my son said it was went through the washing machine and fell apart. When he gave it to me, it had the pivot in it, but that was it. So I think the pivot fell out too, and that he just put it back together that way because the washers inside were missing. And I didn't have proper washers, so I used what I could find, but it functions. You gotta put a little wrist into it sometimes. Sometimes not. But that's okay. If I run across some proper washers. But if you can do it, see, you just put a little wrist in it. So it's fine. It'll work. So there's that. Back Kershaw Skyline. I put a fairly decent edge on it. I don't know if you can really see it. It was, you see the light gleaming off of there. And there's that. I want to mention too, I was up Lowe's yesterday. I went up to get some things. I ran across this flashlight. It's called a LUX-PRO LP600V2. LP600V2. It's a pretty nice flashlight. It has 4 AAA batteries, 400 lumens on high. It says it has a 2.5 hour runtime. I don't know about that, but we'll see. But it has 3 settings: high, low, medium. High is 400 lumens, and then it has a strobe. And it's fairly bright. It's pretty nice. It comes on high mode. When you hit the button, it comes on high. At least mine does, anyway. Some of these cheap flashlights, they say they come on, they have a memory, but they don't. Anyway, this always, every time I tried it, came on high mode, which is fine with me, because I just want it around the house. But it's not a real great flashlight, but I just wanted to bring it up because they had them for $9.95 at Lowe's yesterday. So if you're in Lowe's and you want a decent flashlight for around the house, and then you can pick up some extra batteries while you're there too, don't forget that. So I wanted to show you the Kershaw Skyline put back together again. I'll give it back to my son, and he'll probably destroy it in another couple of years, and we'll see what happens. But he said he really liked the knife. So that's the end of that. Stay frosty. Dale out.